Wait, Facebook not letting me go live. Hold on.
Okay.
Won't let me go live.
Oh, wow.
Hold on.
Okay.
Girl, do you see it on my page? On my page. Yeah, it's not live. Huh? Okay, hold on. I gotta type all this over again. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Wow. It took everything off.
Oh, wow.
Well, that darn Facebook is something else.
No, but that's not it.
Yeah.
It's minute too.
Because it was like, you are not live, and we ain't starting you live. And I'm like, oh, you are. And it said, no, we not. And I'm steady pushing the button, and it's like, no. Unbelievable.
That's crazy.
Okay, let me see. Let me try this again.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
What's up, America? It's your girl bringing you some news you can use. We are live on the number one internet radio station, IntellectualRadio.com. You heard? IntellectualRadio.com. We have an amazing guest here in the studio here at Intellectual Radio. My name is Darci D, and my goal is to inform, educate, entertain, and inspire. Do you have the drive, the vision, the creativity? And are you willing to take risks as an entrepreneur, an author, a blogger, whatever it may be? Well, right now, today is your day. It's time to light a fire within you and thriving and surviving in the pandemic. I have an amazing entrepreneur, and we're going to get up close and personal. We're going to spotlight her business today and talk about what she's doing in America during this pandemic. We are live, IntellectualRadio.com and iHeartRadio station. Please do me a favor and share this amazing broadcast, and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Tina Olivia Payne. Listen to Making Waves with Miss Darci on IR and iHeartRadio station, Tuesday and Thursday, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. We love Miss Darci.
Hey, this is Lenny Williams, and I enjoy listening to IntellectualRadio.com and Making Waves with Miss Darci.
Are bill collectors calling you? Are you afraid to answer the phone? Afraid of lawsuits, garnishments, losing your apartment, house, or car? Then call us for your debt relief options. I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Chapter 7 or 13 can relieve the debt pressure. Call us now for a free phone mini consultation or log on to infotapes.com. We're the law firm you trust to get you out of debt. 1-800-401-4010.
It's a new year and the first anniversary of our revolutionary acne treatment. To celebrate, we have an amazing new offer for you. Order Proactive Plus, and for a a special limited time, you'll pay just $19.95. Imagine yourself with skin so clear and beautiful, you feel confident to go after all the things you want. Make it happen today with Proactive Plus.
That's a huge difference. Look at that. Proactive Plus makes me feel amazingly beautiful.
Proactive Plus is dermatologist developed to help seek out and fix problem areas on your skin. And it's proven to work 4 times faster than the leading prescription.
This product is doing it. I started seeing results with Proactive Plus within the first week.
Now's the best time ever to order because we're offering extra savings to first-time customers. Call 1-800-773-5681 to get our free
To the right.
system plus free gifts and
To the
free
right.
shipping. All just
Welcome back. Creole, move a little to the right on your screen, just a little bit.
To my right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A little more. Okay.
Right there.
Yes.
Okay.
Welcome to Making Waves, Miss Darci. I am your host every Tuesday and Thursday, 12 p.m. Central, IntellectualRadio.com. Welcome, Krias. Did I say it right? Love Butter. Kriya. Krias Love Butter. Tell us a little. He said you went the wrong way, so move to the
Okay.
left. Okay. There we go. A little bit more.
All right.
Okay.
Well, wait, the wrong way.
That's right.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. Introduce yourself, sweetie, and tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
So I am Crea. I'm the founder of Crea's Love Butter, but it's also my daughter is partnered with me. She's at school right now. So Crea's Love Butter is basically it's an organic product, all natural product. I'm a West Side girl. Oh my God, I don't know where to start.
That's okay. That's okay. I like that. I'm looking at your bio, and according to your bio, you are a mother, a
Yes.
wife.
Yes.
So, where did the name Crea's Butter come from? The name,
So
just the name.
Oh my God, that one is so basically Create is my poetry name, basically short for creation.
Okay.
And I felt like it's already like shea butter out there.
Okay.
So I was trying to figure out how can I make it unique. So in the process of me making the Create's Love Butter, I was actually going through some things. And so that's when I decided, okay, now I actually know who I am. I know what I can do. And that's why I kind of call it Create's Love Butter. Because it's kind of like that thing, you know how when you start eating right and you start, living right, your mental is better, and you find that love for self, you tend to take care of yourself a little bit different. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
You feel better inside, so naturally, if you feel better inside, you're going to want to take care of yourself.
Exactly.
So it creates love, but I kind of want to be that thing where people actually feel that love and feel that self-love, and it's just a reminder of letting them know that I actually love myself enough to take care of myself.
Oh, I love that. I love that. A
That's
lot of
why
people
I
need to
love it.
take heed to that.
Yes. People was like, well, I love butter. I was like, because you just got to understand. If you love yourself, you're gonna make sure you buy quality products. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's a whole bundle.
And it kind of goes in with your mission. Your mission statement, which I love, it says, our mission is to encourage the masses to love themselves enough to be conscious about what they put on their skin and to consistently create quality organic products that preserve the health of their skin. And that right there in a nutshell, because our skin is indeed our largest organ. And with the pandemic going on, we definitely have to use precautions. So what made you become an entrepreneur now at this stage in your life? Why was entrepreneur important to you? Entrepreneurship important to you?
It's kind of like that thing, how when you at jobs and you're trying to reach the top and you just start from the bottom. So it's like you always have that entrepreneur spirit, but it's like when working in the jobs, it's like they continuously knock you down. They knock you down. You know what I mean? And it's kind of, I deserve more than this. I deserve better than this. Like I'm giving them like my all. And you know what? I was like, you know what? I got to get to the point where I'm giving myself my all. So it was kind of like, it was just basically like a whole transformation to say, you know what, if I can give them 100%, I'm going to give myself 1,000%. And I took the chance, and it's been going good from there. I started going to different barbershops, and the entrepreneurs, the fire was lit after that.
See, it doesn't take but a little bit to light that fire, and
That's right.
and I think it's different reasons for entrepreneurs for different people. There's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5. For
Right,
me,
exactly.
it's been almost 20 years. I'm coming up on 20 years, and for me, is I had a 6-figure income.
Mhm.
I enjoyed it. What I didn't enjoy was I had to, whenever I wanted to go on a vacation, me and my girlfriends would just want to up and go on a vacation. I got to fill out a request form, and
Yes.
I already put a deposit down, and so I may or may not get the opportunity to go, because if
Yeah.
they say no, and then I
Yeah.
have all this time where I accumulate all this time where I could use it whenever, quote, I need it, but every time I wanted to use it, it was the issue. If I got sick or I was in the hospital, when are you coming back to work? And it was like, where's the empathy? And so you're giving this company 100 plus 5 days a week. Sometimes you may have to take work home with you. You may have to stay late. You don't get paid when you're salary. I used to love hourly and couldn't wait to be salary. But when you salary, it's a whole different, another ball game comes along with that. And I didn't get that memo after I took on that. And so it's almost like you give, and you're making them richer. But then God gave us all a talent. So we all have a hidden talent. And it's like, when do we have the opportunity to unleash or open up that door to pursue our dream, whatever it is? Because we all have a skill. And so I said, if I can spend this much time, 60, 70 hours for a company, then I can put in 5 or 10 hours to create something for Darci D. And so and to me, that was your aha moment. So everybody will eventually have that aha moment. And a lot of people are having an aha moment now during this pandemic, because a lot of companies are closing, or you're being furloughed, or you're being laid off because of the pandemic. But one thing I know for sure is Creole's Love Butter, D Flat Tommy Water, Making Waves, Miss Darci. Can't nobody fire us but us, right? Can't nobody stop us, and can't nobody put a cap or limit on how much money you make, right? So if you want a day off, you may have to work extra hours for you, but it's worth it, and then take off a couple of days, right? So when you take a time to pause, like what do you do to pause? Like just unleash, just let loose. What is your pause? What do you do? Do you go for a walk or ride, sit in the park, go on a vacation? What do you do for fun?
Music. I love music, and I love to dance.
Oh, okay. Y'all heard that here. See, we found out some little extra stuff that we didn't know. She loves to dance. Yeah, music is amazing, because I wake up to it. I even played it coming into the studio. I was playing my stepping music coming into the studio today. So, music really does something to you when you hear different types of music. So now growing up, what was your hobby? What did you like to do as a kid? What did you?
I was a tomboy.
Were you?
So, yes. I was a tomboy. So I used to like play in dirt, like all of that stuff. I always hung with boys.
Okay.
So it was like, the little basketball with the milk crates.
Yeah. Wow.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Wow. So tell me.
I'm just now getting into the girly stuff.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Look, whenever it works for you, there's no time or place. People tell you shouldn't be having a baby. You should be doing this.
Right.
But you got to live your life according to you. I had to learn that the hard way, not for someone else. So, Creole, how do you balance being a mother, a wife, family life, entrepreneurship? How do you balance all of that?
What I did was I always, try to teach my kids like family morals, like that family closeness. You know what I mean? So my boys help me out, the hubby helped me out. So it's like everybody helped me out. So it's not like I'm doing it alone.
Okay.
I always just preach that thing, being there for each other, And so it's a whole family thing, and I'm not doing it alone. So, and if I do get, frustrated, because we gave each other like different things that we needed. And if I get overwhelmed, I'll be like, look, baby, I need you to handle this, because right now I don't even got it. I don't have the creativity, like all that stuff. So we just do it together.
I like that. And to me, that's how you thrive, and that's how the vision of that journey moves forward. because you can only do so many things. So
Exactly.
you have to have help. And if you can't get the help within your family, then you may have to outsource. You can't do everything. We can't just keep, and I had to learn that the hard way. You just can't keep piling more and more stuff on and then
Yes.
say, I'll get to it, and then something get lost in the cracks. Because
Yeah.
you want to make sure that your customer is not just a one-time customer, it's a repeat customer. And that's
Exactly.
important. Now, I know I met Creole's Love Butter here at Intellectual Radio at a pop-up shop.
Yes. Yes.
And I must say, you had everything laid out. You were able to talk about your product when approached.
Thank you.
You showed the enthusiastic energy on why we should purchase your product. And I was
Thank
like,
you.
well, Dad, I guess I'm gonna have to purchase this because I mean, your whole ambiance. And to me, that's important because if you're not excited about your own product,
Yep.
how can we be excited about your product? If you don't,
Exactly.
you can't tell me why I need to purchase your product or
Yeah.
try your product, then how are you going to get the masses to try your product or
Exactly.
promote your product? So I want to say your display, everything was like, I think I still have the picture. I took a picture of your display and I thought that
Thank
was
you.
amazing, especially you being a young person. Not that you're young, but you're
Yeah,
young.
I know.
You're
I got
young.
you.
And so sometimes people tend to think that because you're younger, you're not going to have all of this together. And I must say you did. So kudos
Thank you.
to you because the first impression is always to me a lasting impression.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
How are you handling Kriya's Love Butter during this pandemic since March?
So it's kind of bittersweet. Kind of really bittersweet because before I was just running every weekend. Some weekends I was at three different events, three different places. And now I lost those events, so I did lose money, but my internet sales are going way higher.
Oh, well,
So
that's amazing.
right. So it now right. Now I can focus on like the creative side. Like I'm still learning how to do the videos and like editing pictures and stuff like that. But it gave me that opportunity to sit back and be like, I'm just running and running and running. And I wouldn't have ever got this far as I wouldn't have got to the direction that I was going, honestly, without the pandemic. So that's why I said it's kind of bittersweet.
Oh, okay. So what you're saying is you're thriving better
Basically, yeah.
since the pandemic, and that's
Yeah.
amazing. I know D Flat Tommy Ward with people being sheltered in place, they're eating more. I see more and more families are at home. I see more people in the backyard this year than I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I'm not a backyard person, but I was in the backyard with my laptop, my tablet, my hula hoop,
That's
like
right.
I'm hanging out in the backyard. So I think
Yep.
that's amazing. What I want to say is I came up with the topic thriving and surviving during the pandemic for your business, but to hear you say that your business is actually booming more, and I think
Yeah.
that's absolutely amazing. I know with
Yeah.
D Flat Tommy Ward, with people being sheltered in, they are eating more. They're
Mhm.
not exercising like they should, including me. And so they picked up a couple of pounds. And so I've gotten a lot of new customers between
Okay.
March and now. And I thank God for that. One dilemma that I did run into is not having all my organic ingredients. There was a back hold on some of the ingredients. And I started to panic, but I stayed prayerful. And then I even got more than what I anticipated. So what I want to say is that a lot of individuals during the pandemic have even lost their job, especially the restaurants, the health industry. I want to say barbers and hair salons, they've had to shelter in place, even though we feel it's an essential, it may not be an essential to the pandemic.
Right.
And so what advice would you give to someone being an entrepreneur? We've all been out, going to pop-up shops, going to live events, and all of that has kind of been placed on hold. What advice would you give to someone who's listening who is struggling during the pandemic right now?
Honestly, reach out. Use your resources. That's what I did. I'm always the type, like I wasn't before until like I told you about the whole healing thing. Like now I'm reaching out. I'm asking if I need help, I'm gonna ask you for help. If I can give you something, I can. If I can't, you love me, you're gonna help me out. I hit you later. You know what I mean? But it's kind of like the thing. Use all your resources, research as much as you can. Like I tell people, one of the things that I did, I made sure that I researched everything that I put in my product So this way you can, like you said before, you can talk about your product. You can do all of these things and don't stress. Don't think about, actually do one thing at a time. Don't try.
That's the key right there. Do one thing, because I like to do multiple things and multitask, and that doesn't always work.
Yes.
Oh my God. So you're absolutely
one
right.
thing at a time. Because 2 weeks ago, I was like, now that I have this time off, I can do this, I can do this. And I literally was like, I can't do this. And I was like, you know what? Focus. Just focus on this and give all that your time for this week. Give this your time next week. You know what I mean? And like that's most of our problems as entrepreneurs is we much.
Yeah. We think, oh, I can do this, I can do this and that, I can do this and that. And I'm like, I'm not one. You ain't one the woman, girl. Sit your butt down somewhere.
And you done lost the whole email and.
And while you saying I can do this, I can do this, and the day is going. So the clock is ticking because the clock don't wait for nobody. And so you looking up, and the day is, I'm gonna do this, and I'm writing this down, and I'm typing this up, and then I look up, and it's 3 hours later. So time management is crucial to any business, and the fortune is in the follow up. So how is following up with existing customers and new customers work for you?
So once again, it's that team thing. So, but I can do better. My daughter, she handles like the, sending out the emails to everybody. I try to keep constant with the videos, and honestly, like every time somebody posts on my video, I'm saying thank you. Even if I'm not just gonna press like, I want to let you know. You type something on my page, I'm gonna type something back to you. And just let them know I feel important because you took the time out and say, I like this, or, and I'm going to give you that same energy back. So you got to feed people the same energy that they're giving you.
And that you want to receive. And that the individual, because it goes both ways. It's a win-win. And what I'm learning, that I was in all of these groups, right? Business groups or entrepreneur groups or Chicago groups or Black groups or whatever. And people just come in these groups and just post about their product, service, or brand. But you have to take time out of your schedule and look through some of the comments in the entrepreneur groups or the business groups and learn, because there's information in there. That's why you're in the group. And I had to just stop. I had to remove myself from some groups because I didn't see the worthiness. But the ones that were there, I want to feed into those groups and I want to receive from those groups. So it's a win-win. You just can't take. You got to learn. And that's where growth and maturity comes in. And so I was just talking to Creole Love Butter before we actually went live, and I was telling her that I admire her videos, and that's what I'm working on, is to create more videos about D-flat Tommy Water, about media and radio and how important it is to get our message out, and that we have to be visible and not invisible. So if you're invisible, that means, and it's nothing wrong with it, but how visible do you want your product, service, or brand to be to the masses? Do you want 1 day a week out of the 7? Do you want 2 days? Do you want every day? So people be saying, I want to be one of these people that have an influencer. I want to have all these followers and likes. But what are we doing as entrepreneurs to get to that level? It doesn't just happen overnight. It requires dedication, determination, and most of all, for me, discipline. And so when you put all that together, people cannot like it or not respond, but guess what? They see it. So I'm here to tell you, like I told you before, that I see the videos. I love the videos. The videos are inspiring. We're talking about our skin. Our skin is our largest organ. And with the pandemic, we need to be aware of what we're putting on our skin and what we're putting in our bodies. So sharing that information, kudos out to you, and keep doing it. Because if they're not responding or they're not liking it, they see it. So don't stop doing what you need to do for your product, service, and brand, because it's your vision, not theirs. And so, they'll wait for you. I always know if it's important, they'll find a way. And if it's not, then they'll make an excuse. But they will find a way and keep doing it, because you are inspiring me to get off my butt and do more for my product, service, or brand. You are inspiring me. What would you say to someone who's on the fence of becoming an entrepreneur or an inventor? And, they got a lot of naysayers are saying, just keep your 9 to 5, don't go after your dream or don't pursue your journey. What would you say to someone who's on the fence and not knowing what to do, but they have something unique and they want the world to see it?
Well, I would say, 1, don't quit the 9 to 5 yet, because you need that money to build the business. 2, surround yourself with people that's they don't necessarily got to be in the same position you in, but the same mind frame. You know what I mean? Another thing, what I had to stop doing like it's a lot of body butters and stuff out there. So I stopped watching. I stopped following people that's like all the way at the top, because sometimes that'll make you like, I gotta get there. I gotta get those likes. So try to, and like, you can pay attention to those people, but don't make them like your main focus, because that'll make you, that'll bring down your energy or your self-worth and making you want to do better. So limit who you follow, especially in the same field that you are. It's kind of hard to explain that part, but be mindful of what your thought process when you're watching other people doing the same thing that you're doing. Save your money. Don't go shopping. When you start the business, do not spend that money.
Don't. That would be me. I know you're talking to me. I'm listening.
Do not spend any of that money that you make, and just keep reinvesting. I have yet to. A lot of people say you should pay yourself, but no, I'm not at the stage to where I feel like I'm ready to be paid, because I still got work to do. So I'm not going to pay myself until my business say exactly the amount that I wanted to say. Then I'll spend. Okay. And that 9 times out of 10, family ain't going to support you. So don't let that mess up your mind. Focus on the people that's out there that actually need what you got.
I love that. Yeah. I love that. And so I like the part where you said you can learn from other individuals who are in this industry or in this field. And I so 110% agree with you, because if I'm looking at an influencer who has a water brand and they're way up here and D Flat Tommy Water is here, for me to try to reach where they are, I don't know what they took and what they did to get there. All I know is I gotta crawl before I walk. So I have to take baby steps to get there and not feel overwhelmed, like you're saying. And I'll get there in my time. You'll get there in your time. And so even though I want to get there, and I'm sure you can identify, we want to get there, but are we ready to handle that level? Are we in a position to handle? And sometimes we can ask God for this and that, and we're saying he's not answering our prayers, but he's listening, and he's saying, you ain't even handling what I gave you. So how am I going to take you to another level and you ain't even ready? Right? Because the fortune and the follow-up. So if you can't follow up with 100 people or 50 people, how you going to follow up with 5,000 people? You know, do you have the product or the services to offer to the masses? You know, whatever that number may be, whether it's 100, 2,500, 5,000, 10,000, 100,000. You know, people can be on the outside looking in, telling you what you need to do, but they are not you, and all they see is the outside. They don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Right. So you have to use wisdom and discernment, and I agree with you 110% as far as that is concerned. Take your time, and when it's time for you, there's nothing nobody can do to stop that time for you. Right. Yeah. So now I understand, and I'm trying to get there where you are, that you are offering. Tell us about your product, the ingredient, not necessarily every ingredient, but how you came up with the ingredient, because skin is our largest organ, and how you use, you know, what you use to get to that point to create love butter. I have to say, I love it.
Thank you.
My other half loves it too. And so we do have to place another order for that. And I am going to go to your website, and I am going to offer one of your products to one of my listening audience, and stay tuned for that, because I'm going to start posting stuff about the guests that I have and whatever product, service, or brand they have. In doing that, tell us a little bit about the product, what it does, what it actually does for the skin to enhance the skin, and about your free shipping. I saw that and I was like, I need to pay attention, because shipping is expensive.
Oh my God, yes.
Expensive.
It is very, very expensive. So I guess I'll start with the product first. So you know how we have like all these different products. You got something for your hair, you got something for your skin, you got something for all of this stuff. So what I did, I was like, you know what? I'm sick of having all this stuff on my dresser. I don't know what's breaking my face out. So now I look, yes. And plus, when you wear the wigs or the hair or whatever, you getting a little rashes. You don't know why, because you got too much stuff going on. So I went and I looked up like organic oils that good for the hair and the face and everything. Wow. You know what I mean? So kind of like that thing where it's an all-in-one. And after that, it's a really harsh process, but it's a long process to make this product.
I believe you.
really, it is. It's a really long process, but I wouldn't change it because I love it. What I explain to people, so like Naked, this one is a top seller for females. Naked is the bomb.
Okay.
So the ones that you use for your hair and your hair and your body.
Okay.
These are the ones that's like with the essential oils. Like I have lemon. So lemon, this one's for your hair, face, and body. So it's more for like people that don't really like fragrances. They want an essential oil, which is more therapeutic because you can it help with like the citruses help with stress and like all of that type of stuff. So now you got it for everything like that.
So is it good for migraines? Because I suffer from migraines. Would that be something good for migraines?
For migraines, lemon, see, it's more of a stress reliever. So it's
Okay.
more of, I can say it probably would, but I would go with like eucalyptus and peppermints and stuff like that, more on the mint
Oh,
side.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Somebody did tell me mint was good for migraines. So okay, peppermint.
So
Okay.
yeah. This one is more like a stress, not necessarily for a headache, but like it's mood, more of mood.
Okay.
Yeah, but like the mints are more for like pain and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the free shipping. So I went back to work. So I'm back truck driving. Yeah.
Wait. Pause. Time out. Truck driving. You ain't even truck driving. You drive a truck.
Yeah.
Boy, the things we learn at Intellectual Radio are making waves. We're making some waves today. You drive a truck like a big truck.
Semi, yep.
Oh my God! Now, how did you get in? Now, see what I'm talking about? This ain't even on the script, y'all. We didn't even know about this. Well, how long have you been driving?
6 years.
Wow.
I had quit to start the business.
Okay.
Quit, and then so when everything started going good, I'm like, it was like I said, the money was just going right back into it, and I couldn't like purchase stuff in bulk.
Okay.
So back to truck drive. So that's why sometimes I'm just posting like before I go to work, because some days I'm working 8 to 12 hour days.
Wow.
So I'd be exhausted, but I'm like, I got to do what I got to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I went back. Thank you. So I went back truck driving. So that's how I'm able to put that money in, just like another reinvestment. You know what I mean? So that's why I tell people, don't put that 9 to 5. You just got to learn and watch videos and mentors, and like just when I get up in the morning, I'm watching motivational videos, like stuff like that.
Yes. Oh my God, girl. Yes.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
So it just the last 2 weeks been a little bit harsh or whatever, but I haven't been on as much as possible because I had issues or whatever. But it's kind of like my mom, she's getting better, so I'm starting to get this little spark back.
Mm-hmm. That's where the motivation come in, and what we surround ourselves with, Creoles. The environment, what we feed our minds and brain. We have to really be careful, because even though the skin is our largest organ, what we feed into what we think, our mindset, it affects everything, not just on the outside, but on the inside. Yeah. And people don't understand that you have to, it's what you do that it shows. People say, well, why come you always happy? How come you always smiling? It's not that, it's what you're surrounding. We have to make our own selves happy. We can't look for a guy, a product, a service. When we make ourselves happy, then we can know how to instruct other people to treat us and how we want to live our lives. And I'm so glad that you touched on that. And I'm glad that you're saying don't quit your day job. Keep your job until you're in a position that the journey you're taking for your product, service, and brand will put you and elevate you at that level where you can walk away from your job. Because having your job, you still have to continue your business, having to reinvest into that business for it to be successful.
Yeah,
you really do.
That's one of the things. And two, one of the things that helped too is a person that's starting. I did a video and I was like, you know what? When you at Walmart, ask them, can you help with inventory sometimes? Ask them, can you help with that you know is going to help you with your business? Like I did cashiering, so I knew about upfront. I was a CSM, so I knew how to handle the money. My current job right now that I'm truck driving, the owner is my mentor. You know what I mean? Everywhere I go, use your resources, man. I'm learning.
And that was my next question for you. Like, what resources are you using as an entrepreneur for Creole's Love Butter? And I think she's already answered my question. But yes, you know what? I'm a work in progress. I always tell people I'm getting better at being better. So I want to be the best entrepreneur person that I can be. the best female, Black-owned,
Right.
woman-owned
Oh, yeah.
business that we can be, right? The more knowledge we know about our products so that we can share it with our customers and clients so that they are repeat customers and clients.
Yes.
This is not an easy road, and people think it is, but people don't know what goes on behind. They only see the finished product.
Yeah.
And so that's what I try to use, Making Waves, Ms. Darci. I try to use my platform to instill into individuals that,
Mhm.
I got to turn my ring off, that the product, service, and brand is what we put into it.
Yeah.
It's how knowledgeable we are. It's how energetic and how excited we are about our product, service, and brand to make someone even want to try our product, service, and brand. That in itself is a job.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother, right? And then we still have to deal with ourselves, our family, and all this other stuff. So it's like it's a
Yeah.
whole, and now we have the pandemic.
Yeah.
When you talk about breaking out, I don't know a whole lot about hair. I know how to go to the beautician, let them wash and wrap my hair, and put a
Yeah.
scarf on. I don't have a relaxer anymore, but I know how to, I'm a queen at wrapping. I'm a
Okay.
product of wrapping my hair, oiling it once a week, brushing it 2 or 3 times a week. That's all I do. I don't know how to do nothing else. Every now and then I try to put a little curl in. I even burn myself because I don't even know how to do that. But what I'm saying, I'm learning, right? I
Yeah.
gotta learn how to go back to polishing my own fingernails since the pandemic and my toenails. So it's a whole lot. I'm used to just going in, paying somebody to do it. But now
Right.
it's like, okay, now I gotta try to do this. Let me order this. Let me order that,
Mhm.
and learn. But we have to invest in us, and it's not
Yes.
always going to be free.
No.
We have to pay. I have mentors. I have people that I learn from, that I listen to, and they're not
Yeah.
just talking. I'm watching them with what they're doing.
Exactly.
So it's
Yep.
not just, oh, follow me, Darci. No, I see what you're doing. Can you show me?
Yeah.
Can you share with me? So, and we have to be open and willing to learn too.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I appreciate that you said that you're using resources. You have a mentor, and that you're working to be the best Creoles Love Butter you can be.
Yeah. I am. Even with the products too. And one of the 2 things that I wanted too, something like, how people have the babies and the babies break out too. Like,
Yes.
it's not really it's not so harsh where they hurt the baby.
Okay.
And then you got the hair oil. So if you wanted to try our hair oils, I got you.
Yeah, I definitely would. I definitely will. I told you anything. I can follow instructions now. I can do that. If I can't do nothing else, I can do that. But I wish I could take a crimping iron. I got a crimping iron that somebody bought me. It's still in a box, expensive. I don't have a clue. I look at it, I say, girl, you try this, you're gonna burn your hair out. Don't leave this alone. But even washing.
Yeah.
I gotta learn. I gotta learn how to wash my own hair and blow dry. I'm telling you, I don't know how. When they said we can't go to the shop, ask my beautician. I was like, okay, what am I doing? I was calling her. She's like, I know you don't know. I'm gonna walk you through it. I was like, oh my God. Like literally. But it's, I think God is telling us we gotta become self-sufficient. And I'm like, okay, but God, I ain't ready for that level yet. I need to take some baby steps. But I'm learning. I see other people with all these styles, all this makeup, blush, and it looks amazing. And I'm always complimenting our Black sisters or any female, right? I'd be like, man, I wish I could do that. But now I'm watching the YouTube videos. I'm trying to learn, and I be like, girl, you better sit your butt back down. You ain't in that lane. Sit down. But I'm learning. I'm learning.
You'll definitely get it. You'll definitely get it.
Girl,
All this stuff is just practice.
I know.
One weekend that you off, just play with it.
And that's what I've been doing. So my goal this weekend is to try to crimper. Now, whether I'm gonna show anybody what it looked like, if it look okay, I will. But if not, I'm gonna have to go buy me a straightening comb or something just in case it don't work.
But if you want some little crimps or whatever, you can just braid it. Take some little sections and braid it and take them out.
Now that's what my niece told me. She was like, Auntie, just take the bottom of your hair and braid it at night, and then in the morning it'll have. I said, oh,
it will.
So tonight,
do that.
I know how to French braid. So tonight I'm gonna just braid the end. I'm gonna just braid from like right here down. I'm gonna try it, and if it look okay, you will see it tomorrow. But if it don't, you won't see me on social media tomorrow. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it though. I thank God that He gave me some hair that I ain't got to do a whole lot too. But baby, and I'm tender-headed. So I want braids so bad. The lady did 3, And I was like, take it down. I ain't gonna be able to do it. She's like, just wait. I'm like,
That's right.
I'm about to go buy a wig or something that's got the braids already in it and just, try to do it that way. But it's okay. But we're going to take a pause. I'm going to put up a fun fact about Creole's Love Butter, which I loved. I have to put this up here. She had a great review, and they said that she's never had a bad review, and that hard work definitely pays off. I'm going to put up how you can find Creole's Love Butter, and I'm going to have her share that. We're going to take a pause. But when we come back, my question for you is, deceased or alive, a celebrity or a well-known person, who would you like to have breakfast, lunch, or dinner with? It could be one or two individuals. Who and why, and what would be one question you would ask them?
Oh, wow.
You're tuned in to IntellectualRadio.com, and we are making some waves today with Creole's Love Butter. I am enjoying this interview like you don't even know. Please share this broadcast. I'm sure the nuggets that we talked about today will uplift, inspire someone. So do this. Remember, your story is important, and sharing your story will encourage and help someone to step out of their comfort zone and do what they need to do for them. We'll be back. IntellectualRadio.com, Making Waves with Miss Darci. Back in a moment.
American Express for travel and entertainment worldwide.
Just show them this, the American Express card.
Don't leave home without it. Someday, I may even use it on the moon. It's a bomb stick. Oh, so you can replace plane tickets, traveler's checks, a lost heart. Really? That worked? American Express's timeless safety and security are available on Apple Pay. The next evolution of membership is here.
These 100% beef burgers are stacked with bacon, sweet bourbon sauce, and apparently my mom's fave, spicy sriracha sauce. Don't tweet it, Mom.
Denny's Big Burger Bash, with burgers starting at $6.99. Denny's, welcome to America's Diner.
It's 2 for $5 coming at you live.
Hey, sir, welcome to Burger King. How are you?
See what no pressure, all of America's watching.
Original chicken sandwich.
Big King! And the foul!
How are you going to lose when you mix and match?
Mix and match 2 large premium sandwiches for $5 only at Burger King.
Welcome back. I also want to let you guys know, which I failed to mention at the beginning of the show. Today's intro show, is sponsored by no other than Krispy Kreme. They make the most awesome donuts on the planet, and I think they're doing a great job of that. And they have several locations, hopefully one near you. They have 110 South Manheim Road in Hillside, Illinois. They have 17815 South Hostage Street in Homewood, and 9150 Southwestern Avenue in Evergreen Park. And then they have a location downtown at Block 37. So visit one near you, KrispyKreme.com. Great job. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in to Making Waves with Miss Darci, we have been talking to Creole's Love Butter, getting up close and personal, learning some great nuggets about who she is, what she does, and why she does what she does for her business. She has an amazing product. She's a great entrepreneur mom, and she's giving advice and sharing nuggets that we would have to share with others. Creole, welcome back. Tell me, what advice would you give to entrepreneurs, mom, who have children, who work a 9 to 5, who want to pursue their dreams and just feel overwhelmed?
So really, it depends on how old the kids are. If you got like smaller kids, you can say, for instance, if you're making something, you can give them little pieces of the stuff that you probably not going to use to keep them, motivated, or just ask them ideas. Ask the kids sometimes ideas about what they think you should do, or kids have a lot of knowledge that we do not know that they have. So definitely include the kids. Don't let them see you frustrated. That's one of the things you don't want to do. You don't want to let them see you frustrated, especially the smaller ones. Like the teenagers, they get it. But if you got smaller ones, there's absolutely positively ways that you can include them into all of them. If they got to sit on your lap, whatever you got to do, time on your back.
I know that's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. I like that. Include them in what you're doing is important too, so they feel like they are a part of it. Even if they're making a mess, they're doing it quietly, and you're watching them, and you're still getting the job done. So I do agree.
Yeah.
How does social media impact Creole's love butter?
It does a lot. It does a lot. It impacts a lot, but it also depends on how much I'm being involved. You know what I mean? It's about the consistency. Because I notice like some weeks when I'm not consistent, the rates go down, your following go down, and like all of that stuff. So you got to be consistent, even if it's a stupid, goofy video. Who cares? Just let people see your face. Let people see who you are. Let them see who you are as an individual. Like some people be like, oh, you could be a little bit more. No, you're gonna get me. I'm just gonna be myself. I'm just letting you know what I have for you. You can take it or leave it, and I love you regardless.
Yeah.
So yourself.
And it's hard to have to be somebody else. I have enough time just trying to be me. So I can't be me and somebody else.
No, not
girl,
at all.
they really will see some craziness going on. So
I'm goofy. Like,
right, okay. So my question to you before we went to break, deceased or alive, who would you like to have breakfast, lunch, or dinner with, and why?
My baby Maya Angelou.
Mm.
That was my queen. Like that lady, she had just a certain spirit. Like when you see her walk and the way that she talked and spoke words, you were just so mesmerized by everything that she did. And she just, I read her poems. You know, we have a lot, some of her issues that she had in life. I had some of those.
Okay.
You know, if she can do this and if she can rise above from where they were back in the day with the racism and all of that, and still strive and be who she was, I want to be that.
Yeah, I want to emulate her because it seemed like she didn't have a care in the world, and her ambiance was just kind of laid back with all of that stuff she had to deal with, and it's like she never got upset, even though we didn't see it. But it was just her air about herself, and it wasn't a bougie air. It was just calm and relaxing. But she got her point across. You know, because I often wonder, like individuals like her and other individuals, Rosa Parks, you know, surviving back then. I know I probably wouldn't have my fingers, my toes, you know, because we know how we are now. So think about they telling you can't ride on the front of the bus, you're gonna pay like everybody else, you can't do this, you gotta drink out this fountain, you can't. And you'll be like, no, I'm sitting right here. Now, you know what I'm saying, and it's not right or wrong. But you have to think about, you know, when I watched Roots for the very first time. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
When I was first, I liked it. Then I had all kind of things going on. You know, just like the weather in Chicago could be rain, snow, windy, whatever. And I was like, oh my God. You know, it makes you appreciate your parents or your grandparents if they lived during that time. And how precious life is to us today. It really does. It really does. And so what would be one question you would ask Maya Angelou?
Oh my God, that's a hard one.
See? Just one. What would be the first thing you would be in awe of her sitting down with her at breakfast, lunch, or dinner? You would probably be speechless. But now that you got her in front of you for an hour or 2 hours or whatever, what would be one question you would ask that you would just want to know?
You know, oh my God. How do you love in your darkest moments?
Oh, now that's a good question there. Wow.
You know what I mean? Because she would break that down.
And she would break it down, so you'd be sitting there like, huh? You'd be like, can you repeat that so I can write it? Can I record you say it or whatever, right?
How do you accept love in your darkest moments, even when you don't love yourself?
That's deep there. Now, see, you're going to make me drive home and try to figure this out while I'm driving, right? And I ain't nowhere. I'm just trying to figure that out. But that's a good question. That's a good question.
She would explain it. You know what I mean?
And she probably would explain with a poem or tell you about an experience she had. And when she got done, you'd be like, wow, that's it? Like, it ain't going to be no long, drawn out. Nope. She going to come right to it. And that's going to be... And you're going to be looking like, oh, wow. Okay, then. Yeah. But that's what I mean. And so that's why I look at her poems. Her poems are very inspiring. I look at a lot of motivational, uplifting poems, and I try to share it with my fan base. I love what you do. Your bio was amazing. I've had so much fun in this hour talking to you about Creole's Love Butter. I love her more now, and now I get to know more information about her. So that's why my goal is to share 1,000 stories on my platform, and I learn from each one. I take bits and nuggets from each one. And so, if you are listening and you're sharing the broadcast, if you have a story that you would like for Making Waves with Miss Darci to share, please inbox me. Please contact me. I would love to learn because we learn from each and every person. And during the pandemic, we gotta stick together and we gotta work together. So I will be definitely going to the site to see what I want to offer off as a gift, but I also want to get something for the migraines. I want to try some. I'm always looking for holistic things to try for migraines instead of all this medicine because I'm trying to shy away from the medicine and all the side effects. The medicine will cure my pain, but my eyelash might fall off and I may have high blood pressure. And I'm like, come on now, y'all. That's going the wrong way. I don't want to do that way.
You can try some stretches too.
Oh.
Like try some yoga.
Oh, I've never tried yoga. Okay, I may have to try the yoga. Yeah.
Because it'll stretch you, you know what I'm saying, and loosen up the, your muscles and stuff around your neck and stuff like that.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look for that. I never thought about yoga. I think I did Pilates for like 6 weeks before the pandemic. But I can go on YouTube and find anybody to follow and do that. But yeah, I know exercise is crucial for me, and it doesn't have to be like my doctor's neurologist told me. It doesn't have to be an hour or 2 hours. It could be like 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night. And I know when I was on that course for like 30 days, it made such a huge difference. I had less migraines. And now the migraines are coming back. Week before last, I was down for a whole week. So they're coming back. So now I'm trying to find things that are holistic, to do. I bought a hula hoop. I bought a jump rope with the weight in it. So I just got to get myself time management skills on point to do it consistently. Because I know when I do it, I feel better. I think better and more clearly. And so that's what I have to get back. So self-care is very important, people. If you're watching, it's not selfish. Self-care is crucial to your everyday health. You can't help nobody. And I don't care how much money you make and how wealthy or rich you want to become. If you don't have your health, it means absolutely nothing. Nothing. But I thank you. I will go on the site. Tell us how we can get in touch with you, how they can contact you to place that order.
Okay, so you can go to createslovebutter.com. That's CreateSLovebutter.com. At Creates Love Butter on Instagram and Facebook. You can DM me. You can call me.
Oh wow, there she go. I got all her information on the screen. We're gonna also reshare it. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you and everything you do. You're welcome to stay on, but I'm going to share some nuggets on how individuals as entrepreneurs can market their business during the pandemic for free or nearly free. But I know your time restraints, but I do want to go through these couple of things. It's only 5, but I want to go through it and share because everybody is looking for information and resources. Okay. So the first one is what is the first one? Okay. Well, first I want to say is be fearless in your pursuit of whatever sets your soul on fire. So how you can market your business for nearly free or little of nothing. The first thing you want to do is build, which a lot of things we've talked about with Creole's Love Butter today, was build an active and loyal social media following, whether it be Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it may be. We're not going to attract everybody, but we are going to attract some people. Our topics or our posts should be interesting, unique, fun, do something adventurous. You want to build your social media audience. You want to make sure your product, service, or brand is conducive to the social media site you're using. And that won't cost you nothing but internet access. If you don't have internet access, you can also go to you can't go to the library. I'll take that back. I was going to say you go to the library before the pandemic. You can go to the library, but let me zip that. Can't go to the library. Go to one of your friends' house and use their internet, right? Or if you have a cell phone, you should have internet access. But social media is crucial to your business. Find what social media site works for you and use it. Learn about it. Go to Google, go to YouTube and learn if you don't know how to use it. Number 2, you want to develop relationships and partnerships with individuals on social media, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, find groups that are similar to what you're looking for, your product, service, or brand. Check out. This is what I did when I first started my business. I went to my hairstylist. I went to my insurance agent. I went to what else? Things that I use every month. The places where I go get food from. And I say, look, my name is Darci D. I'm a grant writer. I'm a motivational coach. I didn't have the product then, but I hadn't done radio at that time. But I would tell them what I do, gave them my business card. At that time, I would give a lotion or a keychain, something that had my information on it. And I was like, can you support me? Because I come here every Friday or twice a month or 3 times a month. Insurance agents, I send you your money in one lump sum for 6 months or monthly. Hairstylists, I'm in here every 3 weeks, not every 2 weeks, but I'm here every 3 weeks. So we figure it out times a year. I'm paying you and I'm tipping you. So I need you to support my business. And so even if they didn't need a grant writer or a motivational quote, they would donate and help me buy business cards, letterheads, banners, gas money. She would give me comp hair, get my hair washed and blow dried. And back then I had a relaxer. I got rid of the relaxer. But what I'm saying is that it takes a village. So if we're spending this money out on a monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly basis, then they can contribute to you as well. And don't be ashamed to ask. I tell you, I got to the point where my insurance agent I had probably 20 years ago, I was like, if you can't support me, then I can't support you. So when this 6 months is up, I'm going to somebody else. They thought I was playing. I went. Then they came back to make the donation, but I had already signed up with somebody else for my car insurance. What I'm saying to you, if it's important to them, they'll find a way. If it's not, they'll make an excuse. But I'm paying your salary. So I need you to flip the script and help me. It could be one time. It could be twice. I don't care. Right? So, I even went to the gas station. I come here and get my gas because it's wholesale. Can you support me? And they were looking at me like I'm crazy, but I was like, okay. They said, not right now. Okay, when you want me to come back? They was like, in 2 months. Okay, so the same time, this date and time in 2. I mean, that's how, I was. I would write it down and I would go back.
That's what's up.
Same thing for my sponsorships for Intellectual Radio, Making Waves with Miss Darci. I paid for my show one time. After that, I went and got sponsors. Right? I have 11 sponsors. I'm already on the grind right now trying to get new sponsors for December. My next season starts in December. It's time for me to get new sponsors or retain the ones I have. We have to be diligent because guess what? Other people are doing the exact same thing and they not wondering if they're going to be told no or not. We've all been told the word no. I talked about that last week. How can you say no nice? No is a complete sentence. No could mean not right now. It could mean not right now. But you can still go back and somebody can say, well, in the budget with the pandemic, I really don't have it, Darci. Okay. Well, can you check back with me in a month or two? Okay. How about in a month in the afternoon? They say, yeah, they think you ain't coming back. Girl, please. Hello. I'm knocking. It's me. Or I'm calling. I'm dialing. So we have to be consistent, just like with social media, posting videos, posts, everything, anything we do, we have to be dedicated, determined, and disciplined. And so that's what I'm working on, is being a better person in those areas. Because when I did it, Creole's Love Butter, I didn't have to want for anything.
Not bad.
And when I stopped, I could see the difference. Yeah. And if I just do a little and then wait a month or two and do a little, wait a couple of days, I see the difference. So you have to be consistent. Either you're invisible for your product, service, or brand, or you are visible. And you're not getting on nobody's nerves. That is your page. You can post whatever you want within social media rules and regulations, right? And some people that don't like it and see it, it's okay. Because as Cat Williams said, that means you got one more hater. I'm hoping they're not a hater, but if they are, it's okay too, right? So that means you're doing your job. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
If they are haters, if enough people talk about it, they're going to buy it.
That's it. And they watching. If you think they're not watching, trust and believe they are watching. They are watching. I had somebody tell me, I'm waiting for you to put a crazy comment on that. Because now my goal is to comment. If it's in my feed, I'm putting a comment. I'm going to say like, don't like, wow, I'm upset, I'm sad, I'm angry. And then I'm going to go on there where you can go and find the little videos to say, oh yeah, or no, or yeah. I'm gonna find one of them and I'm gonna post it. And I had a lady that I don't even. Yeah, I had a lady the other day. She was like, "You put what did I put? Why? No, I was laughing. She put something on there. I thought it was funny, so I put the laughter. She said, "But you didn't put no comment." I had to go back because I must have forgot. I went back. That's how I know they watching. Because I put the laugh, but I didn't put a comment. She said you didn't put, but I did. You see what I'm saying? So they watching. Oh, they watching. Oh, they watching. They lurking, but they watching, and it's okay. It's okay because eventually they'll like. They'll like. And ask people to like your page and follow you. That's what I'm working on right now. Ask people to like my page and follow me. You know, we are all in this together. And I would like to see more of unification, us working together, supporting each other. And if it's a product, service, or grant, one lady said she don't read, and I was asking her to buy this author that was on my show book because I thought it was a great book. I'm not a reader. I like videos and but the book was interesting because it was about making money. So anything that's about making money, I'm gonna need to see what this is. Say maybe I can get some couple of nuggets. So I bought 2 extra books, and I was going to offer it off as a gift. And she was like, "Oh, I don't read. Give it to somebody. Somebody offer you a you know what I'm saying." So that's what I'm saying. Where we have to do better. There's nobody perfect. There is no right or wrong way to market or advertise your product, service, or brand. We just have to be diligent in it, but we also have to support other individuals. So I am going to try I've already used your product and I know it's good, but I want to try it for my migraines. But I also want to try one to sow a seed to donate or to offer it off as a gift on Making Waves with Miss Darci. So to me, that's a win-win for me and it's a win-win for you. And I just think we all have to be more supportive in that area. And so that's what I'm working on to do my best to be supportive. I'm going to give these other 2 nuggets and then we're going to be out of here. So the other 2 I have so that was 2, develop the relationships. 3, and I covered 3 already, engage with your current customers. Offer them a 10% or a 5% back. Offer them free shipping. Offer them discounts, promos. I try to do 2 promos a month. I try to do referral promos. So you want to offer them something, a referral for being a great customer, find out when their birthday is or anniversary, give them a discount or even sow a seed and give them a free product, right? And then ask them, which is I just learned from my mentor and I know it works, is ask them for a review. Not that they like you, not that they like what you're doing, that they like the product, what did it do for them, and share it on Google Business. If Creoles Love Butter, if you're not on Google Business, join Google Business today. Google Business will take your product to a whole nother level. I just joined and I've gotten 47 new customers for D-Flat Tommy Water. 47. And the reason is because I went back to my existing customers and asked them 3 questions, and you create the questions. So when they write the review, they include those questions, those answers to those questions. That takes your product brand to a whole nother level on Google Business because they're asking the questions that you need to get more customers. Not that I love Creates Love Butter because I know her, I interviewed her on my show, and it's a great product. No. Did you have ashy skin? Yeah, my ashy skin, or I had eczema, and this is what it did for me. Show a picture of your arm or your leg. Whatever it did, and talk about what it did for you and why someone else needs to try it.
Yeah.
So that's different than just I like Creoles Love Butter. Anybody can say that. Why? Okay, I had eczema and I had my skin was all, ashy and messed up, from itching, but I tried it and now it's getting smoother and now the lines are starting to disappear. Oh, that's a whole different review. Yeah. So I'm learning, like I said, at getting better every day. Number 4, get out in these streets. I went to Forest Park last week. I'm gonna finish Forest Park hopefully this month. It's a lot of little businesses, but I went on 2 blocks on Madison, and I made a little goodie bag, and I forgot it, but I'm gonna share it on Facebook. But I made a little goodie bag, and wasn't nothing in there but some lotion, a chapstick, and my business cards. And I gave it out as a gift and asked them for their information. I also asked them about advertising on my radio show and trying my product. Oh yeah. And I told them to have a nice day. That was it. I got out in the streets and I went to different, and they don't know me from Adam. They was like, you accumulate stuff from the dollar store. Number 5, and actually Creole Love, but I think she was looking at my notes because she touched on this in our interview. Do something outrageous and make a video and make it go viral. Whether you dancing, you doing a line dancing, you stepping, you got your product in your hand, you got the microphone, or you live, right? People gonna say, oh, they either gonna like it or not. But a lot of videos go viral. A lot of videos go viral, and people be like, oh, I didn't think it was gonna go nowhere. They on their deck dancing, or they out there singing and know they can't sing, or they put on a crazy wig, or they put on a wig with 5 colors, and they start talking about their product, and it goes viral. People don't just set out to go viral. They don't know that that's gonna go viral. So you can take your product, service, and brand, and stay tuned, because I just signed up for TikTok. Y'all don't even know. Y'all ain't look. I already told my nieces. They was like, "Don't do it, Auntie." I was like, "They not ready. TikTok ain't ready, but she ready. I'm ready." Now I ain't posted nothing yet, but I signed up and got the page ready. But it's coming. It's coming. I'm laughing at myself, and I ain't even posting nothing Creole Love, but girl. But that's all I got. I always try to offer up some tips. Those are my tips for Tuesday. I'm going to reshare them. Again, thank you for staying on through the entire interview. Kudos to you. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let nothing stop you from pursuing your dream, right? We are live making waves, Miss Darci. I hope you guys had a great time. I had a great time. I'll see you guys back here, same place, same time on Thursday. And in closing, build your own dreams, or someone else will hire you to build theirs, and that could be me or Creoles Love Better. Thanks for tuning in, and have $1 million day. Bye-bye. See you later, sweetie. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.